Hello and welcome everyone. My name's Argbird and today we'll be watching some weekend off-season tournament gameplay, hot action in World of Tanks Blitz. Today with me this evening, joining me is Dutch Punisher, the guy that's streaming for all of you guys, as well as he's going to be my co-commentator. And we are going to be joining as anonymous spectators, multiple teams throughout the evening. First off, we are watching R2K against PAX, and what as we can see, it's on the Mayan ruins, and R2K are going for B and C strat, while PAX are rushing A heavily. Also, it seems like R2K lack two of the players, so it's gonna be quite a challenge. So, what do you have to say, Dutch?
Well, we have on the side of R2K, we have only 6 players, so that's a bit of unfortunately for them. I hope the 7th player will join very soon. I saw that Win has actually Win is rushing the IS-4 and the 262A. Good focus fire on the T62A, and he is down at the moment. They will now go for Cry Wolf in the IS-4, and he's down as well. That's a bit of a fast start. R2K already lost the half of their hit points, and Win is moving on very quickly. Yeah, well, yeah, we have an IS-7 with only 38 hit points, 83 hit points, so I guess, yeah, there he goes.
Yeah, okay, so right now, as for R2K and PAX, what I'm looking at right now, PAX are pushing heavily 7 players against the 5 that R2K has, but R2K actually managed to take down 2 tanks while losing only 1, including a mouse from PAX, and unfortunately 3 tanks lost. There's only no part PT without me, and Object 3 left for R2K to stand alone against 5 players.
Yeah, why do you mean PAX? It's Win.
It seems like we have kind of split the spectators, as it seems like I'm witnessing the game between R2K and PAX, and Dutch over here, who is streaming for you, actually is watching R2K play against Win. So that's a really nice thing for Wargaming to do. They actually messed up the
spectator modes, yeah. So that's a bit unfortunately. Well, I guess I will just keep talking in my own, and Arctic will. Maybe we join somewhere together, but I don't think so. So I will do this in my own, I guess. So I think that won't be a problem. So
okay, well, the best of luck to Dutch. Have a nice stream.
Yeah.
If I can join, I will tell you.
Yeah. Well, just mute yourself and we will talk. I will just.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So that was the first battle. He Ark actually watched someone else in this tournament, so that was a bit unfortunate. Maybe that's a bit of an improvement for the next round. Let's see which teams are all registered, so what we can maybe face. We are in chart 1, that's what we know, so yeah, like we can see, he just watched this game between PAX and R2K. Yeah. Okay, we've got another tournament room up, so this is Win against now the RTK Arc just commentating on. This will be a pretty interesting battle since Win is well, as you know, Win is a Finnish clan which does clan wars. Well, very often they have good friendships together. And on the other hand, we have R2K that just won the professional tournament. Um, yeah, well, so they can call themselves the best of Europe. I hope this time R2K, the other team, has actually 7 players. It will be a bit
Actually,
unfortunate. What? What?
that's actually not true, as it's best of one. So if they lose the game, they lose the game and they don't progress further. So they're still in Tour 1 if they have the live system as it is on other
Mm-hmm.
weekdays.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, RTK with 5 people against 7 people
Do
from
you mean
PAX have lost,
PAX?
and now PAX is we playing against unknowns.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we've got 3 minutes left on the countdown timer of the Wargaming tournament, and again, it seems to be that R2K has again only 5 players, and Win is again here already up with 7. We see a 1E3, 1 2 T62A, and 3 Russian heavies, and 1 268. I think on that rail they would just put the TDs, of course, in camping position, and the IS-7, IS-4, and the 268 will spot. But on the other hand, on Win side, they just yeah, well, they are now readying up as well. So we can see they pick 2 mouses that probably will defend B when there will be someone rushing into B, but maybe they can also just cover B while the Batchet is fast capping B. Let's check how many players. Yeah, they have got actually 7 players, so there's no one as a replacement to them.
As for PAX and unknowns, they are gonna be playing on Dead Rail, and PAX have taken this symbolic FV-183 that's really useful on either side of the map. Quite a popular tank for Dead Rail, as well as they have an STB-1 as a spotter. Double 268, so they're going to be heavily counting on taking down the HP of unknowns before rushing them, as well as an IS-4 mouse and an IS-7, probably securing A and B, while STB is covering C. Uh, but as for unknowns, we have a mouse that's probably most likely going to go B, as that's the usual strat for mouse to go on that rail from either spawn. Then we have level G in his 268, another TD that's going to camp, because this map is mostly about taking down the HP before attacking, and camping is a big deal. Then we have 2 IS-7s, Posh, and M48 pattern for spotting C, as well as E5, most likely holding the ridge between A and B.
Yeah. So you won't see this. This is just something for the
That's going on the other games, while you are witnessing
yeah.
Dutch spectate R2K.
Actually, R2K just found their 7th player, so it will be now 7 versus 7. Unfortunately, the Hunter had a bit of a delay with joining, but he's on time, 30 seconds. He has taken an object 268. Countdown runs. We have 5 seconds before we go run into the battle. Let's go. So I honor Lu and no party without me. Going to the middle, together with the 268 charge to the nice legendary camo, is peeking them in the back. Is watching over the ridge line in the back, so he can fire something that's crossing, or at least peeking on the mountain. The backchat from Win is actually going to the TD position. Win already took some shots with the mouse and the i7 left, and Rambo took some shots. R2K captured B, so they have now the point advantage. Win should and need to move. Maybe not now yet. STB1 and 2T62A from R2K are rolling backwards to the spawn and driving to A. Well, Win is all on C. That's pretty interesting. 2T62A is spotted while he's crossing. He will take some shots, and there we go. Win is rushing B. Rushing C, sorry, and on the meanwhile, R2K already captured A. But what a massive hit! The Hunter is already taken almost down. What a good focus fire here from the side of Win, and the Hunter is actually already down. But still, oh, the one Mo is taking a lot of damage. R2K should just pull back and stop taking any shells and trying to hold them, because they have a huge point advantage while they have 2 caps. From the side of Win, they are pretty healthy all, but now Mouse, Kamichuka, whatever, is taking a few shells. He has been bring down to 864 hit points. And he actually took another shot. That's gonna be a lot of... Oh shit, he's almost down. And from the side of Win, the i7 and the 2 i7 left and Toifo are flanking, while the AMX-50Bs are still on their spawn and no one is actually at C. Oh, there goes another one. No party without me is dying, and there is some good focus fire on our Lu now, which engine is broke down. He hasn't got an repair kit ready. And from the side of Win, Kamau Tiaya is down, so that's one mouse less. The i7s from Win are rushing in. This is well, maybe a very riskant move, because no, it's not. Probably they have done a great job. They have taken out now Zirt and Wise as well. Underlu is next on the recipe. That's good. Object 268 pretty healthy still, but on the other side the E3 just took out the i7. And there goes the E3 as well. So one tank left for R2K, and that's Object 3 in his 268. And what a massive focus fire. He went down in 1 second. Well, that was another battle. It was pretty interesting. Well, we could see R2K from maybe one of the lesser sides, because they should perform better after they did against Legion. And the other side, Win did a great job. Their AMX-50B has got the top damage, and well, overall they did almost all above 2k, and some people did less, but they, you know, sometimes you just need to hold in the tournaments. So I think we are following actually Win, because we get Win all the time. On the other side, we have Legion. Legion has took a break, but still they've managed to get a team together. Let's see what they're gonna do. We're now on tour 3 from the weekend tournament. There will be, I think it was 7. Yeah, I think 7 stages. I don't know. Let's check actually. Yeah, there we go. We have blah blah blah. We have actually 7. So this will be Fort Despair. Then we've got Canyon in round 4. Round 5 we have Oasis Palms. Round 6 Winter Malinovka, and round 7 we've got Canal. Canal is a pretty interesting map because it has 4 cap bases, so you have got a lot of advantage if you got more, or just a cap advantage.
In the meantime, a game between packs and all unknowns has resulted in a definite win from unknowns. They're going to be in Tour 3 now, while packs are going to at least either try and hold uh, at Tour 2 and maybe progress from there, or they are out of the tournament.
Well, I think you can't get out of this tournament. You just play all the battles you play.
Yes.
So there will be an unlimited losses they can do.
Well, this is interesting. After packs have just lost to unknowns, they progressed to Tour 3. So that's interesting. And they're going to be playing against First Alliance. First Alliance have all 7 players up and ready. 2 minutes until the game. They have on Fort Despair a mouse, Ice 4, Ice 7, E3, T62A, and 268 in the Ice 7. Most likely going to either try and hold C, or there are going to be not many options on this map, as A is practically out of bounds if the opponent knows what he's doing.
Well, here on the side of win against Legion, we playing for Despair, and Legion has took 2 IS4s, 1 IS7, actually a Jaegeru. I think that will be somewhere. No, I actually don't know where they're gonna put the Jaegeru. I haven't seen a Jaegeru before for Despair. Did you, Avax? Arc?
Jaegeru is most likely on any map used as a side scraper and a position holder. So it's either they're gonna be putting a Jaegeru and on B and relying heavily on their tanks to hold A and the very side of the map behind A quite well, so nobody flanks him, or they're just gonna try and put the Jaegeru at C and hold C. So there are many options with the Jaegeru on city maps, and for Despair, although it's not a clear city map, there's a lot of options for it there as well.
Yep. And Exploron in his FV215B is probably going to, as a DPN monster, to just rape tanks in the ass. We have a mouse that's gonna hold B probably, and then 268 that's gonna camp in the bush. But on the other side, on win, we have 2 IS7s, 1 IS4, an FV183. I think that would be used as a crack off and hat off taker from the IS7, because you know the huge how do you call that, like a module breaker or so, breaking the MRX of IS7s. IS4 mouse, an E4 and an E5. Let's see where they're actually going, because we are now back again in the stream. Okay.
So right now we have First Alliance and PAX starting their game as well, and let's see how they put their things to use. PAX is heavily relying on 2 Yak Panzerima 100s, quite interesting as well as 3 IS7s, a mouse, and an E4. well, the lineup has not changed for First Alliance. Uh, they are putting one IS-7 most likely near B, just to hold the cap, packs that is, and the 268. No, sorry, it's an E4 that's behind him. Then they put the mouse at B as well, while two other I7s and both Yakmanzers are going C.
Yeah,
And
here in Win and Legion, Win are doing an aggressive push on C. They are already almost capped it. They have one I mouse and two I7s in B. That's pretty aggressive. And Rambo and Lasery are almost on 1300 hit points. From the other side on Legion, we have some. Well, all the tanks are pretty healthy. Expect for Explorian. That need to hold the three pushing up tanks. But as you can see, the Legion guys can take a lot of side shots. Oh, what massive shots from the Jaeger in left nut. He just took 900 hit points from him away. And this tactic doesn't seem to work out for Win, since they are almost down.
There's a big disaster on Pax's side in the game I'm witnessing right now, as Dream Soldier, one of the players, in his I7 in a key strategic position at B, is actually disconnected from the game, and he was in the open, so he got farmed down. And now First Alliance are cruel and just pushing on with their advantage of tanks onto the last three players, taking them swiftly down, and that's a definite victory for First Alliance.
Noob from North is almost down in his IS-4, and this one seems to go to Legion. Win is doing everything to get the battle again back in their hands, in their favor, but they have hit points. They have at the moment 7,000 less hit points overall, so that should, yeah. This one goes to Legion. GG to Legion. Win already took out both of the R2K teams. So
GG. Yeah, that's quite unfortunate for PAX. They've lost 2 games in a row, and I am unsure if I'm gonna be witnessing more games, as maybe I have been tied to PAX team throughout the game in the tournament. So, what are your first impressions for the games you have witnessed, Dutch?
Well, first of all, I was a bit surprised when both took out the R2K teams. One of them was with 6 players, so yeah, well, so that was a bit of a disaster for R2K. The second game, the Hunter just jumped in on time, and R2K managed to hold the flanks, but they on the end they were just crushed by Win, which did a great job. On the last battle, Legion versus Win, Legion was just taking the overhand because Win was pushing into C and lost a lot of hit points with that, because the Jaeger was showing his biggest gun, big gun to C, and that took off a lot of hit points for Win. So I'm now witnessing Win versus EC All Stars. I'm gonna put myself ready. This will be on the map Canyon. Pretty interesting map as well. Some good positions. Win is switching some players, and I hope they have a clear tactic. From the
Also, R2K is actually not out.
oh
R2K's team is actually still in the game, and they're going to be playing against PAX on the Turf 4.
yeah, because you can't get out of this tournament because you will keep on fighting.
So basically, the more wins you get, the more points you have, and the more chance you have to
Now you don't get
win the.
points; you get rewards.
Oh, true enough.
Yeah, well, so on the side of Win, no one really top yet. On the EC's side, All Star sides, they have got again 6 players. I hope they will get their 7th online, or he's just playing a battle. I don't know.
Yeah, this is kind of strange, actually. Seems like I am going to witness PAX for the entirety of the tournament.
Yep, you do.
And yeah, and it seems like R2K have actually a lot, some familiar faces that I know that they're professional players, and might actually be another team of R2K, not the one that we saw at the very beginning, as they have
2 teams.
some players like, yeah, they might have 2 teams instead of one. So they have Herm Ross or LeBaron. Both players have that I did not see in the first game I witnessed. Um, but yeah, on Canyon actually, for R2K, they're going to be taking a bat chat for spotting, whereas for Mouse, for probably either holding City or going to A, as well as one ice 7, 2 ice 4s, and me 3. So it's a balanced way to make the team between the defensive measures as well as pushing capabilities. As for packs, we have um, let's see, a bat chat for spotting as well. 2 mouses instead of 1 compared to R2K. Then they have 3 i7s and an AMX 50B. So it's quite a really aggressive, actually, stance mostly, except the 2 mouses. Those are the only 2 tanks that can properly hold positions if it's not behind ridge lines. So we're going to see how it goes.
Yeah, for win against EC, we see on win side 1 IS7, no 2 IS7s, 2 IS4s. Will probably, maybe they actually gonna do a C or A push. I rather don't think they will go to B with all these Russian Blias. We have got a bad chat who or either is gonna spot B or is gonna cap A, quick cap A, 268. I don't know where they're gonna put that. On All-Star side, and we've got 2 IS7s, 2 IS4s, a mouse, and a bad chat, and they now gonna put the mouse out. So they are again with 6 players. Let's see what's happening there. I think it's maybe fair if Win put 1 player out as well. Okay, easy. I thought maybe oh god, there's again someone going out. This is gonna be got to be jokes. Yeah, well, let's see what happens in the battle and let's fire off. Okay. I hope we're gonna see a crunch battles of some of the teams because that should be really interesting. I7 says driving to B, so maybe this is actually gonna be something with B. I don't know.
As for packs against First Alliance, sorry, R2K, uh, on Canyon, it seems like packs are heavily relying on pushing C quickly, while R2K is going for A and B caps. Batchat as a spotter at B, and the rest are either going to help the Batchat so he doesn't get pushed, or go A and cap it. And this seems like packs have given up on it, so A is uncontested, so is C for packs.
Yeah. On the other side, on our side, what we can see, the Batchet killer from North has took a lot of hit points down while he was capturing C, but he succeeded with capturing C. All Stars team is now capturing A. They complete the capture. All Stars team has a bit more hit points, but Win has more. Has the cap advantage now. So we see one of the eyes for Oliwa is in the bait position. He's gonna try to let the ice. Yeah, there we go. Ghost Gunner takes an awful amount of shells. Look at this. He's brought down to 591 damage. Oliwa can still take shots in Luke Let's Play what. The Batchat and 268 are just camping in the back to wait until Ghost is coming over again, I guess. Yeah, well, Laser is now taking some shots as well. We have a 268 that took one shot, I7 and I4 that took one shot. Ghost Gunner is almost down. So, of the Russian heavies, they have took a lot of shots, so a push for them is now going to be way harder. But if they pushing A, like they push over the bridge, that would be a disaster for them because they're getting crunched from every side. I think very soon Win is going to try to push A because they all ensembled together in A. Well, I think the mouse is actually driving towards C to cap it. Like we can see here, Win is doing a push down in the bridge. Batchat is going first. I think he's gonna. He actually didn't took any shots. Ghost Gunner is now. He's gonna try to take Ghost Gunner out. This is gonna be a sort of 1 versus 1, but the other Win guys are pushing up quite heavily. They're gonna try to take a good focus fire on Georgie, and they're now going for Mr. Vr. So the IS-4 and the IS-7s are the down. Well, Win has. They are almost the same hit points. This can be still interesting. Well, but Win has now two more guns, and 268's Valkyrie is taking a lot of shots, and he is actually down. The Batchet is the only full hit point tank. Oh, well, the mouse is actually full hit points. They can still hold this, but they need to do a lot of teamwork.
As for packs, it seems like packs have lost another game against R2K. They have only one I7 left, who was not used the entire game, was sitting and holding a position that nobody was even trying to push. So R2K gets an easy win, and yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, on the other side here, Win has took the victory away from All Stars Tankers. Yeah, sadly for them, Win is now going on a win streak of 4. No, yeah, well they've lost against Win, but let's see what. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong tournament. No, I'm not. Legion is now on top with 3 points. All-Star Tankers are on the second place together with Win. And the other tankers have all 1 point. So let's go jump in the next battle. Let's see what this is. I think it's Win against Pax. No, yeah, it's now we can see each other. I guess, or not.
I hope so.
I still can't see you, so I hope you still joined in. I'm now spectating PAX team, so there will be after this. So now there will be 3 tours. That's pretty amazing because it's only one game. I like to see tournaments which is best of 3 because you have more
And
action.
indeed, finally, my friends, we are going to witness together with Dutch Punisher the game between Pax and Win.
Hoorah!
So, congratulations to Wargaming. They actually might have fixed it, or it was just pure luck.
It's
So,
pure
we're
luck
going to see
because you're
about
spectating PAX team and I'm spectating Win team, so now we are together, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of bizarre, actually. We
uh,
actually made not we, but Dutch has made a request for Wargaming to make it possible to spectate the tournament games, and asked for like if another commentator can join him. Yet Wargaming probably misinterpreted that and thought that I would be another streamer. So it ended up being that Dutch is the only guy that's actually streaming, and yeah, and I'm witnessing other games that you guys don't even really see. And what is this? Packs are actually leaving into the queue.
is this some of an? I hope they're not gonna surrender. I hope they're still
I
gonna
sure
play.
hope not, because that's the only game we're about to witness together. So this would be really freaking sad.
Nah, I think they're just gonna play.
Yeah, they're
They
just
just do
joking
some
around.
YOLO, yeah.
So it's 2.5
Win has.
minutes until the game starts, and I'll be honest. If this is the only game we are gonna witness together, then uh, I will feel disappointed, as I was sincerely asked by Dutch over here to commentate on these streams, and I love doing that. But
Well,
if
for tomorrow we're gonna do this as well. So for tomorrow we surely gonna ask if we can come together, and
yeah, I hope that we will,
yeah.
because that would be ridiculous if it didn't
But still,
happen
thanks to
to be like that.
Wargaming that we can do this though.
Yeah, Wargaming did a great job. They're actually reaching out to players and are asking them if they would like such an option. And when we tried it out all in the training rooms with the spectating modes and such, it was brilliant, actually. All the camera angles you could possibly imagine. So,
Yeah,
I really like what they are doing here.
yeah. So here on the pack side, we have Core JJ in his bed chat, Dennis in the 263, Dream Soldier in 268, him, blah blah blah. The AMX50B, Waro, I think, War of God. Oh, that's good player, I think. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think he's gonna be a War of God. And he is taking
Well,
his IS-4 in this game. Eagle in his FV215B and Muppet Destroyer or so. Mupp Teasel is taking his IS-7. What do we see on your win side?
so we see left nut from north having a nice 7, then Kempler from north with a bad chat, Lazary in his 140, Noob from the north IS4, Rambo 268, Kumaut, Leopard, and Oliva in one like 140.
Yeah,
So
but like OS bombs. I haven't seen that tournament a lot around the Wargaming tournaments. Actually, I did never played on it. What about you?
I have managed to play on it, and there's only two big options. Either you risk it and try and hold the main middle dried river section, between C and B and just prevent B from getting Captain Cap. I see. Or you go full city, and it seems like Win right now are actually pushing their tanks uh, like 140s and the Bat Chat through C, while uh, not from north and the Noob from north in their I7 and I4 are going for positions to take Cap B, as they actually quite luckily predicted that packs are going to be in city.
Yeah, but now they need to stop Pax from capping B, and Budget is already almost in the spawn, so yeah. Well, this is a bit of unfortunately for Noob. He already took some shots. We can see that Win has maybe 1 second a cap advantage, so that's pretty cool for them. So now Pax needs to do something about this situation, or they either need to kill 1 tank, or they need to cap B. But I think killing 1 tank is a bit easier than risk your team.
Yeah, and Camper from North in his batch got spotted and took 1 shot from Core JJ from Pax. Pax really, like, if they would really try hard, and if Win went for an assault, which they're not gonna do because they're in the lead, like, there are multiple options how to decap in Supremacy and how to gain lead in points. If you have the equal amount of bases, all you need to do is drive into one of them temporarily, sometimes if the base is close nearby, like right nearby, and just sit in it until you have the points lead, and then you can leave. But here, it's quite unlikely that either of the teams are going to ever go into the other spawn just to decap for some time, like prevent points coming in and get a lead that way. So it's, yeah, as Dutch has mentioned, it's either killing a tank and then pulling back and defending, or just trying to cap B, which is also more likely actually than actually killing a tank. Not likely, but
Win is pushing in on the FV on Eagle, and Eagle is down, and War of God and the AMX, yeah, the 268 is down as well. They now gonna kill War of God in his IS4. The Betcha tries to help the 140 from not getting killed, but he unfortunately didn't succeed with that.
Yeah, but that's still great teamwork. That's not something that any team really practices, is to put your healthier tank in front of a tank that's a 1-shot or potentially a 1-shot, and just prevent them from dying. So you keep points and guns in the game, which is quite viable, even if they don't have many hit points to survive. And right now, it seems like Win have the mobility on their side. They have control of most of the map. They just need to decap the base, which is kind of tough to do, as AMX50B and Bad Chat from PAX are actually defending it. So Camper is going to try and retreat, but he is going down. So now Win are actually, although they are 1 tank up and they have more hit points, they need to really watch their fire, and I think it's going to be an all-out push now.
Yep. Pax has only 2 tanks left, and this one seems to go to Win again. Win did a great job with flanking the Pax guys, and they actually managed to let the IS4 be alone, and they actually took him out very quick. And one of the other tanks was on his way as well. So yeah, that was a good play by Win.
So now that was Tour 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Win having a definite advantage in the damage, scored 4,000 more damage than Pax did. And overall, I really don't want to say any bad words, but Pax really did not impress me this evening that much. They're always lacking something, either coordination or generally anything like that.
So at the moment, I'm spectating Unknown versus Win, and yeah, this could be a very interesting battle since Unknown. Well, I think Unknown can take a good chance against Win, same as Legion did, and yeah, I think they have a good chance.
Yeah, and then I'm spectating Legion, which seems like a combination of both first and second team, and to some extent with some new faces appearing in Legion, and yeah, and they're going to be playing against PAX with the same lineup for PAX on Winter Malinovka. Another map that you don't see that much in tournament seasons around with wargaming.
Yep. As we can see, we can actually take the points here as well. I don't know if they're updated, but let's check. Maybe if I refresh it. Wait, yeah, there you go. Chart. Well, now is Legion on 3 points. Win is on 3 points. R2K is on 3 points. First Alliance, Young Folks is on 3 points as well. All Stars team is on 2 points. R2K is on 2 points. Unknown is on 1 point, and Pax Noob Rookie, good name, is on 1 point as well. Here in our game, Win is taking one Leopard camper from North. Is taking a bed chat. Not sure if he's gonna actually take it already up. No, he's gonna take an E4 in the map Winter Malinovka. So we've got one Leo E4, I7 for Lasery, Amix 50B for Rumbo from North, Killer from North is gonna take a Mouse. The guy, which I don't know how to pronounce his name, is taking the IS-7, and Toyfo is taking the IS-4. On the side of Unknown, I'm not gonna call these names because, well, all these Ks, that's gonna be, I need to zoom in every name. The Mouse, this guy, bruh. We have got one Mouse, 1268, which driven by VLG. He's actually from the clan. I thought he was from Alert. He played for Alert, I thought. Let's get it look. Yeah, he played for Alert.
LVLG has played for Alert,
yeah.
And there is a bit of a thing going on that Unknowns are actually attracting players from other clans for some tournament gameplay, but it's like not really permanent. It's more like just mutual cooperation between the clans, and not only Alert, but there is also people from Alpha, one of the clans that has fallen apart. It's not that popular, but there's still good players within it, and many other. So, yeah, it's basically something that wargaming has not forbidden to do, to switch players between clans. So
of course they can't do that though. It's their own players' decision to leave or either stay in the clan.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's go further with the setup of Unknown. They've taken an IS-7, an IS-4, another Mouse, an STB-1, and another IS-4. I think they're gonna stand the medium in the 268 to watch I think it's the A lane. The two Mouses gonna hold C. Well, maybe the IS-7 is going through the middle, or they either go with the Mouses, or maybe they go. The Mouse is gonna hold the flank, and they gonna all drive in A. Well, let's see what they're doing in this battle. Look at all these K names. Okay.
Yeah, and as for Legion, we have two Ice 4s, one Ice 7, double mouse, 268 and E3. So basically a BNC holding strategy, while Ice 4s and Ice 7s are maybe, Ice 4s, sorry, are maybe gonna try and prevent anyone from pushing through A. And for packs, we have an MX50B, Ice 4, 3 Ice 7s, mouse, and an E3. So this lineup's quite interesting, and for now, Legion doesn't seem like to be too keen on pushing anything. They have their two DDs in the positions to cover B and A. They're not really going to pressure on the caps, although Pax has taken A, and Pax is actually heavily pushing it with their I7s, I4s, and 50B. So we are gonna have to look how it works out for them.
On the side of Win here in our battle, Win is going to push the two IS4s and the 268. Unknown has took a lot of shells, has took a lot of hit points off from the side of in Win. Win is now taking out KM. The Mouses are pushing in. That was a bit of a bad move by them, maybe. They have took now two tanks out. Teufel in his IS4 is down. Here on the side of Win, we see some good focus fire. The MX50B there alone on the side of A is probably going to be taken out by the STB. KF is down and KU is down as well. And LVLG and Killer from North are... Oh, and he actually took him out with a good shot. Unknown is still there with two players. They can't carry this because Win has two tanks, three tanks. It's now 2 versus 3. Is Unknown gonna carry this? They are... I don't think so. They took both a lot of damage, and the E4 took a gigantic hit in the 268. K5 in his IS7 is now almost down to one shot. He's tracked by the Leopard, getting surrounded, and yeah, he is taken out. This one goes to Win. This is they did a great job, and Unknown, bit of unfortunately, maybe they shouldn't push down with their Mouses. Left Nut in his Leopard 1 did a great job. With going to A, and he just did what he meant to do by his clan war leader, I guess. The E4 did a great job as well. They did well, all good damage, but on the other side, the known all did good as well. Maybe one of the mistakes that I mentioned already was that they pushed into down with the two Mouses wasn't a good idea. Maybe they should stand up and just take some shells there. How did your battle go, Ark?
As for Legion and Pax, actually, Pax did a lot of mistakes. They actually were too aggressive on A, and because they had an E3, they actually got into a situation where E3 neither could prevent the mouse, like both Mouses, as bizarre as it sounds, to flank them on A from the upper part of the map, or even help those guys at A that are already engaging other people from the very beginning. Their E3 was out of action and was doing a lot of mistakes of turning away when like showing the side of armor when he could have easily just sat there and take the shots as he was cooled down. Maybe he didn't realize it. Then they actually had some lag issues, which they have constantly, as more and more messages like from Ugandan Warrior or the player Dream Soldier, they always are complaining about lag, so there's a lot of connection issues for them. Then their tanks in the middle stage of the game actually got separated. It was like a cat and mouse play when ISONs were running from Mouses. So basically, Mouses were catching cats, and and in the end, it was 4 versus 2 tanks, E3 and I7 against Mouse 268
Yep.
and I7s, IS4s. And basically didn't go too well for them. That's all there is to say, really.
Maybe they haven't trained enough, or just did a bit of a YOLO, yeah, a bit of a YOLO tournament. We don't know, but I'm now watching Young Folks, aka First Alliance, against Win. We are seeing that maybe Win is gonna take two T-57 heavies. That's gonna be interesting on the map panel. They taking actually 2 Leopards. I haven't seen that before. 2 Leopards. That's gonna be a lot of DPM. Leopard is actually pretty OP, I think, in my eyes.
Yeah, it just has to not be in the first line of fire. And actually, that's not exactly what Win are going to do with those leopards, as I've seen them use the leopards before on Canal. Which spawn are they taking, north or south?
They are taking the south spawn.
So 2 leopards from the south spawn, it's ideal for them, as they're gonna push down the hope to cap it, and then 1 leopard is gonna spot back at the spawn, and the other one is gonna spot the enemy spawn. So it basically means that they are spread out, they have vision of the entirety of the map, as the rest of the tanks that are not leopards are going to be sitting in the middle, protecting C and D. And because leopards are so quick and they have DPM, so if they go cap D, and even if they don't cap it, with their speed, which is highly unlikely, they can fight their way out of it, unless the opponent picks something that has a lot of alpha damage and can do massive damage to lightly armored tanks like an FV1A3 or the Jaggeru.
Well, we have got a grill here, so on the side of
grill is also actually good, quite accurate, and DHE is pretty powerful as well.
Well, let's run to the setup. Win is taking 1 T-57 heavy. Laserine is IS-7, Rambo 268. Killer is taking the Leopard 1 together with Kamiyota. Oliwa is taking his IS-4, Teufel as well. So that's gonna be two the same tanks, twice 2 same tanks. I hope they're gonna do something special with that. From the side of Young Folks, Hatsuk is taking his Mouse, 7 Deadly is taking his IS-4. Then we have 2 IS-7s, 1 Batchat, Object 140, and the Grill. Grill can do massive damage to the side of Leopard with HE. That would be a massive disaster if one of the Leopards takes 1,000 hits from the Grill. Then the game will be, well, suddenly over for him, I guess. Sadly, this is our last round.
Yeah. Also, I just looked at the chart, and because I'm watching 2 teams, Pax and Easy, play against each other, I watched, and Easy actually have 3 victories, while Pax have only 1, and Unknowns had only 1 as well. So Win right now are in the lead, closely followed, with 5 kills. Legion are behind them with 4. So are First Alliance. So Win versus first. What is it? The Win versus First Alliance, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a really good game for them. It basically decides if they're gonna get 5 points or points or not for First Alliance, and if Win can secure 6, and if they do, they are gonna automatically win the tournament because no one else can catch up to them.
I agree. So we are running into the battle. What happens is there in your battle?
So for Easy, we have a 268 Batchat, 1 IS-4 Mouse, and an IS-7, as well as 2 is it seems like another IS4 and an E5. So E5 probably will be put in a position that's in a hold down position, basically from north, which could probably be after capping B right on the ridge line at B. As for packs, we have them on the south spawn with an AMX50B, Batchat 25T, Grill 15, Double IS7, Mouse, and a 268. So they're going for the standard setup with C and D, while everyone else mostly stays at the back and just holds.
Okay, yeah. Well, here on the side of Win versus Young Folks, Young Folks have taken some damage, not a lot, but they have got 2 caps, and Win just started with capturing 1 base. The Leopard 1 took 1 shot, same as the T-57, but Nordic in his back chat is in a really bad position, and he actually can't move, and he took another shot. Yep, and he went down. Good work from the Win guys. But whoa! The 268 just went down to almost 0 hit points. Grill 15 tried to HE the Leopard 1, but he didn't succeed. Lasery took a few shots. Well, actually, Young Folks has got now a bit more hit points. Now, not anymore, but like we can see, Young Folks. Oh, and he went down to 140 of Young Folks. The Mouse is taking some hit points, giving some hit points away. Leopard is now rushing the Mouse and surrounding him with the circle of death. What a great focus fire. Mouse is on fire and he went just down by a 268. Little Smell is now gonna be the next target. Little Smile tries to take out the Leopard with 46 hit points, but he gets smashed from all the sides. Oh, look at this! He took just 1400 damage and he is already down. 1 minute ago he was full hit point. What a great job by Win.
Yeah, and as it seems like as for Pax and Easy are just owning Pax, as their Mouses are, although in good positions, they don't really know how to angle up properly, and they're quite spread out throughout the map. They've already lost a tank. They're almost 4,000 HP behind Easy, and now they don't really know what to do because all their tanks are so spread out that reposition is gonna make those who are trying to hold the position still get rushed, and there's nothing they can do about this.
Okay. Now we can see that Win has taken almost all the capture cap bases. Crew has only 399 hit points left. Well, Killer from Northern is Leopard. Just smashed, drove into the grill and died by that. Well, maybe it was some of a fun mistake, but I do know. So this was for today's tournament. It was great fun with watching Win. They did a great job, and they probably won the chart as well. So
yeah,
big shout
if they
out
won the game, they have six kills.
Yep.
Like 6 wins, and that basically secures them the win, as no one else gets closer.
Yep.
To them and their group.
Yeah, they only lost against one team. That was the team from Legion. Legion did a great job. They sadly lost against ALS, EZ, and RTK. RTK maybe found their way back into the battle. Yeah, they lost the first 2 battles, and then they were on a good way. But they lost against Young Folks and against their other team. I think it's their second team, I do know.
Yeah, so, and Easy, humiliatingly, gets a 7-0 victory on PAX on the last game on Tour 7. Like, the damage is just ridiculous. 14,000 damage for easy, while Pax only gets 8,000 damage. This is one of the saddest way to end the tournament, and I really am like condolences to Pax. Like they had so many issues. People that had the tanks, but maybe didn't know how to play them, as I saw many times when mouses were either too aggressive or when they were not getting into the fight. And maybe it was the commander's fault, but mostly as soon as they got into a fight, they couldn't even angle properly. Many tanks pushed, unsynchronized. Like they were all put up all across the whole half of the map. They were extremely spread out in the last game, and that just got them killed instantly.
Yep. Well, sadly for PAX, maybe they hadn't got a good day, or they just YOLO'd all in one. I don't think they did. I think it wasn't what they wanted to do. But yeah, sometimes things go different, and maybe they haven't trained enough for this tournament, or either they just YOLO'd. I think it's
Also, some players from packs like Core JJ or Dream Soldier, Eagle, those players they're really good, as those players have been in Immortals, and they played quite strongly and they knew what they were doing, but they were just of no use, three of them, to carry the whole team if the other team members don't really know what to do. So they really need to work on it. And as for the end results, Win, of course, taking the first place. As then, let's see. So Win first place with 6 victories. Then Legion and R2K both getting 4 victories. So R2K only lost one game after those 2 games at the beginning. Easy getting together with the second R2K team 3 victories each. First Alliance 3 victories, and then Unknowns and Pax got only 1 victory overall. And mind you, Pax, the only victory that Pax that I was watching the whole time, uh, the only victory they had was the first tour when they were up against the second team of R2K, and they
I
only
think
had
it's the
5
first team,
players ready.
bro. I think it's the first team of R2K. It actually is.
Let me check. It's actually no. The first team was the one that got 4 victories, and the second team was the one that got 3 victories. And the one with 3 victories was the one that engaged PAX on the first tour, because the first team won against PAX easily because there were 7 of them at tour 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. More coming tomorrow at the same time. The same situations. Maybe the more action going in. Same maps, of course. Strats may change. Of course, nothing's temporary like permanent. But with me today. Rather that I was with Dutch today looking at some teams on the offside when he was witnessing a win. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. And
See you tomorrow, guys.